good time. Put a smile on your face, yeah. KB Cam and Elation Radio. Even brighten your day and help you through the night. Bringing you good music. KB Cam and Elation Radio. And here's your host, KB Cam.
Do you have an upcoming event? Well, I encourage you to book Beyond Defense Family for an amazing experience. Beyond Defense is a talented group of men and women who have toured the world to display their talents of song and ministry. Did I forget to mention multi-award winners? They're your one-stop shop for making your event the best in the city. Book Beyond Defense today at beyonddefense.org. Click Menu, then Contact. Beyond Defense, your audience will thank you.
It's your boy David Benton.
Ready production.
Some people, they be like, yo, I just have a wish for my birthday. Or you know, they say I had 3 wishes. I wish for so much more for you. I wish for so much more. What I wish for is that we live more. In the inner city, living ain't so piss poor. Realize we hypnotized by the discord. We blow money fast. What you think we rent for? Yeah, did it big. My kids wish I could've did more. Wish women would be women and men would be men. Or there was no child abuse or domestic violence. And the streets really moved in the act of silence. Wish the Catholic priest wasn't pedifying. In the government, the filters would tell the truth instead of lying. I'm born a lion. My daddy named me David Lyons. Wish we could do more laughing instead of crying. Wish we wasn't afraid of giants. Wish we could all be inspired by David and Goliath. Wish society wouldn't pacify us. Make us ride, turn back around and buy it, gentrify it.
I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I keep my hands raised high when there ain't nothing left. Try to stay focused on the Lord above. With all the things going on in this world, that's where my help comes from. I wish that the world wasn't corrupt. I wish that we're united, spread love. I wish I know that Jesus is enough. Got my mind on my mission, G.O.D. That's what's up.
Yeah, I wish we all get our credit straight. Wish that single mother didn't have to wait for Section 8. I wish we all would investigate why the world is crooked and we can't set it straight. Yeah. God is not the author of confusion, so ask yourself, why there's so much confusion? With some husbands wasn't so abusive, wifey putting makeup on to cover up all the bruises. All we do is make excuses about the chains, the pains, and all the nooses. I wish religion wasn't so polluted. This is all facts, you can't dispute it, barely have a right to do it. So much can't be proven. I wish we really choosing to teach our students, pursuing disillusion, turning us all to ruin. I wish our court system really would start improving.
Through the valley of the shadow of death, I keep my hands raised high when there ain't nothing left. Try to stay focused on the Lord above. With all the things going on in this world, that's where my help comes from. I wish that the world wasn't corrupt. I wish that we're united, spread love. I know that Jesus is enough. Got my mind on my mission, G.O.D. That's what's up.
Welcome to Beyond the Radio.
Welcome to Beyond the Radio, and you better be smiling.
Beyond the fences in the building.
Hey, 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 Welcome to another beautiful Sunday night right here on Beyond the Radio. This your main man, David Benton, and I am in the building. And you know what? I am smiling. That's right. I'm smiling ear to ear That's right, I'm smiling ear to ear. That's my country slang. That's why you know it getting it in. And I have had a wonderful, wonderful weekend, especially today, and I'm going to share that day with you. But first, man, we're just going to get straight to it because we got a wonderful show tonight. Yes, we do. Shout out to the Nation family. You know we love you. I salute you with both hands. Man, shout out to all the prayer wars. You know how we do it. Look, we know we covered. Soon we come up with, man, this station right here is what it is. We make it do what it do over here at Elation. So you know that we are covered. So Beyond the Radio, we going straight in because we want you to have fun with us. Yes. We want you to have fun, but you know we want you to become a better version of yourself. So guess what? We're going to teach you, but we want to reach you. I said it. We want to teach you. Well, we want to reach you. You know I'm a rapper, so I just made that up. Top of that was called a freestyle. So we're just gonna go ahead with it because we got a wonderful show tonight. So, can I get a drum roll? Can I get a drum roll? Oh, I like that one. Shay Samuels, are you in the building?
Shay Samuels is in the building.
Hey.
What's up, David? Shout out to the Elation family. Yeah, I don't think I could ever get used to that. But shout out to the Elation family. Shout out to the Elation family, Kimmy Kim and the beautiful Michelle Wright. Shout out to the family. Shout out to you, David Benton. And I'm excited about the show. And guess what? I'm smiling.
Bling, bling, bling. You better be, because you know what, Shay? When people don't smile on here, guess what they got to do? They got to go.
Get off the line.
I don't want to say that because you would really go, Shay, so I was just playing with you. But all the rest of y'all, if you ain't smiling when you're up here listening, I told you we're trying to teach you, but we want to reach you. And if you ain't smiling, then get off the line. That's right, because we don't want you up here with that bad energy and a negative attitude. You don't do nothing for us, but make us frown, and then to make our smiles turn upside down. Man, I'm just rhyming tonight. You got to give me credit. I'm freestyling tonight. Where am I? I just need a beat. I'm just freestyling tonight. You know what I'm saying? Hey. My name is David. That's what my mama named me. You better watch out and don't try to claim me. Because when I blow up, I'm going head. And that's right. Shay, you ready for the show tonight? Because we're going to have some fun tonight.
I'm ready.
All right. You want to introduce our guest? I mean, really, is he a guest? I don't even know if that dude ain't no guest.
Well, tonight, tonight he is a guest, and so we're just going to give
we'll make him a guest.
Proper, give him the proper introduction. So my introduction would be, ladies and gentlemen, we want to bring to the line tonight. You guys have heard him before, formerly known as Blue Chicken, but tonight we're going to call him G Will, Beyond the Sense artist and DJ. And so I'm just going to bring him in. G Will, are you in the building?
I'm in the building. What's going on, Shay?
Oh, G Will is in the building. You like how I did that? G Will, formerly known as Blue Chicken.
I did. Yeah, you was wrong with the Blue Chicken.
Hey, Blue Chicken, we just got to do the playback. For those of you who don't know Blue Chicken, one time G Will was on the call on the show with us. We were asking him I seen a joke, and the joke was kind of like, whatever you ate last and your favorite color is your rap name. And so G Will being an artist, I'm like, well, G Will, what's your favorite color? He said blue. I said, what you eat last? He said chicken. That's your rap name, Blue Chicken. But he's upgraded since then, so we're going to go ahead and get G Will. But how did we do, G Will?
I'm doing well. I'm feeling brand new.
Feeling brand new. That's right. So we're going to talk about that tonight. So I'm excited about being able to get to hear about what's going on in G Will's world. and all that you guys had going on today. Just as a Beyond the Fence family, it's just been a full day. So for those of you who do not know who G. Will is, G. Will, do you want to give them a little background?
Well, I'm a Beyond the Fence artist. Just dropped my first single, brand new, family man. Love kicking it with the family, doing music, and just having fun, enjoying life. So yeah, I'm living my best life right now.
I love it. I love it. And shout out to the family. Shout out, because I know you're listening. Shout out to Nikki. Shout out to Alicia. Shout out to Erica and the grandbabies and moms and dads and aunts, uncles, brothers. All of everybody who's listening have a really great support system. So thank you so much for just being who you are on the Beyond the Fence family. We cannot forget about your Fleet family, which I know David's going to talk a little bit more about. But, David, I'm going to hand it back on over to you.
Yeah. Shout out to Fleet. So, today, we have a wonderful time. We was with Fleet DJ, and G. Will is a part of the Fleet DJs. Y'all haven't heard of Fleet DJs. Tennessee Fleet DJs. Look it up. There are a bunch of awesome guys. I'm talking about awesome hearts. Great individuals who collectively come in together as one body, one unit, and the way they function, I'm talking about it is so healthy, so proper. And when I say the best energy in the world, I'm not exaggerating. If you need weddings, parties, whatever it is, hey, if you want to have a divorce party, I don't condone it, but if you just want to have a divorce party, call Fleet DJs. They will help you get over your hurt and turn that frown into a smile. Fleet DJ Tennessee. They are some awesome guys. Today we went down to Memphis, Tennessee, from Knoxville. We drove from Knoxville to Memphis. It was a one-day drive. We're actually on the road right now coming back from Memphis. We're actually stuck in traffic. Still in the Memphis area. We got around 4.5 hours to go before we get back to Knoxville, Tennessee. Y'all, we are on the road right now, live. We are all in this wonderful vehicle, in this Jeep, and we are just on the highway. But you know what? What we have to do, our purpose is so much more important than our feelings. Our purpose is so much more important than our feelings. So we out here doing what we're supposed to do because we want to represent integrity. But we came down to Memphis with the Fleet DJs, and they accepted not only Beyond the Fence Enterprise, but they accepted so many other artists and great guys that I'm so happy I connected with and I met. So, and before I continue to go on, that first song that y'all heard, that was on my EP, which is the Boys to Men EP, on all digital outlets, but that was David Benton featuring G. Will. The brother did a wonderful job today. If y'all haven't seen it, you can go on Facebook right now to the Beyond the Fence Enterprise page, or you can go to the David Benton page, that's David Benton, or you can go to Shay Samuel's Facebook page, and guess what? You will see G. Will's performance. He did a very awesome job, and it's so much more than music because he's a show that was full of artists who what we would call doing secular. But his spirit override what we may think couldn't happen. And even though these guys was doing secular music, these were some gentlemen. They were awesome, and they show a lot of humility. Great guys that we may be judgmental in thinking there's no hope for these type of guys because of the music that they're presenting or what we think they shouldn't say or do. Not the type of music I do, but what I will say is these guys are some gentlemen. Man, they had some real good spirits. And after G. Will did what he did, man, they accepted with open arms, and he got a lot of praise, for what he did. G. Will, man, how did it feel just to be in that type of environment? And here it is, man, you doing your two songs, which we're going to debut his new one, so we're not going to say the name yet. But how did that feel, man, walking? And you performed first. So how did that, what was that feeling like, knowing you're going first and you're doing two gospel songs versus everyone else who was rapping and, well, everybody was rappers, secular. How did that feel, bro? What was going through your mind? Walk us through that moment.
Well, at first, I was a little nervous at first because I'm like, man, am I going to be the only person here singing? And then, by me doing gospel, how would they accept it? So I'm sitting there thinking, like, well, man, I don't know when I'm going. And DJ Real Deal come up to me and said, G. Will, he said, man, you going first. I was like, all right. Still nervous. But I'm like, hey, came here to do my job. Let's get it. So, man, got up there, and it was like as soon as it came on, everybody just gravitated to the music. And, man, it was just a blessing. It was just a blessing. Got up there, sung, and ended up doing the set twice because they wanted me to come back and do it again. Everybody was digging it. And even though they were secular artists, they showed love to the music because of the message that was in there. Yes, they did. And they just loved it across the board, man. It was a blessing, man, for us all, including myself.
Yes. So, yeah, I definitely witnessed it. And afterwards, man, we all just talked. And here's the thing. It wasn't a frivolous conversation afterwards with the other artists. We were talking about the strength of God and how God works through our life. Whether you use profanity or not, whether you choose to rap about this or sing about that, these brothers came out here and everybody was talking about the power of God. And that was a great feeling to sit up there and come and be an individual and still be who you are and be accepted as just a loving person. It didn't have nothing to do with religion. It had something to do with our integrity and personality, and that's what we valued the most because there was no judgment call, and we had a good time. And it was, to be honest, it was one of the best times I've had in a long time. No egos. Everybody put their ego at the door, and everybody was like congratulating one another and cheering each other on. And to be honest, I'm going to be honest and not to upset anyone, but I got to be transparent and I got to be so real with myself. The church never did that for me. Every time I go into an event, it's been a lot of, competition. And DJ Chris is actually in the car. DJ Chris, do you go by DJ Chris? Or am I just making up a name for you?
On my Facebook, DJ Chris,
DJ Real Deal. See, I invented a name. His name is not DJ Chris. I just called out the man government name. But you know what? It's okay. He in the car with me, so he can't touch me, because if he do, y'all going to have witness that the man put his hands on me for saying his government name, but his DJ name is DJ Real Deal, because he is the real deal. So we're going to pretend like I didn't say Chris, which is his real name. That is my name. That's right. So we're going to go back to DJ Real Deal and follow DJ Real Deal on Facebook too, because he's in the car with me right now. Because like I said, we live. We're going back to Knoxville right now. He drove up, and now we're driving back. And we ain't going to give y'all all the details because, y'all might tell us to hang up off the line, and we're going to tell you no, because we're going to finish the show anyway. That's right. So y'all check out DJ Real Deal on Facebook. Also, Instagram, DJ Real Deal on Instagram. He's also with the Tennessee Fleet DJs. He's actually the president So he's definitely a good person you want to contact if you want a DJ to come. And I mean, the everything, the prices are fair. The staff is awesome, amazing. They definitely have integrity. Great brothers. I'm telling you, these DJs, you really want to be a part of this family. So we're gonna come back to that. We got 10 minutes before halftime show. Shay, me and G Will, we looked, because we was up here in Memphis, you was up there in Georgia, Shay, and we saw you perform. We put it on while we was on the road driving, and I said, you know what, we going to put Shay's on, where she was on Facebook. Shay, tell us about it. You was at the Cynical in Georgia. Talk to us, Shay. How was the experience?
Yeah, shout out to Cynical Coffee and Bistro. It was an amazing experience. You know, I like being able to, one, be in a COVID-friendly environment. I love the fact people who come, they're really coming after service, but they're looking for a mixture of music and just to have fun. So just like you, David, and G. Will, just being able to go into that old school vibe after a while and see people dancing, singing, did a little bit of Shaka Khan, did a little Candy Rain, and, of course, did some of our original music as well. But, you know, just seeing people come together, everyone's been wrapped up with the pandemic, and just getting out every now and then I think is a really good opportunity for them. So Cynical has just been showing us love, and you know that they're one of our proud sponsors as well. So we're just going to keep on supporting. But the experience in itself, it was amazing.
That's awesome. That is awesome. That is awesome. We've seen you, Shay. You sound amazing. Very good job, like always. Even G. Will, right? And here he is. The man is a part of the family, Beyond the Fence Enterprise. And you sung a song, right? He said, hey, man, where that song come from? I ain't never heard that song before. Where'd you get that from? I didn't produce it.
I've been working hard in the paint. You know what it is.
So, yeah, Shay, do you have any questions for G. Will?
You know, G. Will, I don't have a question. I do have a comment. I just want to let you know that, you know, from your Beyond the Fence family and just, you know, personally, over the year, I've just really watched you grow. Today I was watching a live between you and David, and you had mentioned after you did your set, you said, David said, how do you feel? And you said that you were even blessed by the experience. And so watching you go beyond your own fence, really just stretching yourself, you know, I know that we do that on the back end. I know that Fleet's doing that with you as well on the back end, but just seeing you grow within your ministry, within your talent, and everything that you're just doing, there's a glow, even on your weight loss journey. So you are really becoming an inspiration for so many people, but it really did bless me to see that you were blessed by you today. So I just wanted to say that as a comment as well. So keep up the great work.
Thank you very much. I'm working on it. Trying to keep it moving. I got a goal set, and I'm trying to reach that goal. The healthiness.
And you're having so much fun with it. I'm telling y'all had a busy weekend. Photo shoot yesterday. Y'all got up early and went to Memphis. Had a great time in Memphis. Y'all are coming back. And that's really what the family is all about, you know, just making sure that we are pushing one another to our highest height. And even when we get there, you know, David's going to push us a bit more. I'm like, David, I just ran 5 miles. You ain't got 1 more mile in you? So I appreciate the fact that even you understand that at times you just have to push that 1 mile out. So I just appreciate who you are, and I appreciate growing with you as well. You know what it is.
Thank you very much. You know what it is.
Yeah. And you know what? We're just having, you know, we do appreciate everyone for always tuning in and listening every Sunday. It's definitely a blessing. And, you know, we don't always have guests, but it's definitely an important time for us to have this particular guest because, you know, he do have a single coming out this week. It should be Tuesday. It's called Lord I, and it is a phenomenal song. He performed it today after he did Brand New, and the response went through the roof. Immediately after he did his set, an awesome lady who's a radio personality herself. She's actually a president of the gospel part of that radio station, and she just ran and got him. She said, "Look, let me talk to you." You know, and we went in there, and she was definitely inspired by the song, which was definitely a blessing. G. Will, Lord I. Man, what inspired you to even write, to go from Brand New to Lord I? What inspired you to actually write that? Because we all write from being inspired by something. So what inspired you to write that particular one versus another?
Well, this song, of course, my team, my boy Jay Swing, wrote the song, and it's basically bringing real life situations to where like one of the verses is showing how your manager will call you in the office, and first thing you think, you're like, oh man, what did I do now? And you thinking you're in trouble, but your manager's asking you to pray for him because there's a situation going on at home with his wife, and she's sick, and he like, look, I know you a praying man. I need you to pray for me. Pray for her that she comes through this situation. And it's just basically, man, this reality song. This song is so powerful, and it's just like, even with my personal life, there's a verse in there, man, that just you have to listen to the song, man, because it speaks to so many people and different aspects of life, man. And I think you'll really enjoy it because of the seriousness of it, man. The lyrics will touch you real deep.
Yeah, it definitely touched me deep because when I listen to the words of the song, you actually can see the picture. You actually paint a picture, and you can hear the pain in the music to grasp the audience. And like today, you grasp an audience, guys who were rapping about the drugs, the streets, was really just rapping about all types of things. So it was just a beautiful thing. And Shay, I want to ask you before we go to our break, your project is coming out. What inspired you to really transform your sound? What inspired you to do that?
I would say the sound is the same. I would say lyrically, that's what changed. What inspired me really was just kind of understanding the pulse of our label, getting an understanding of kind of what we, as a unit, what we're standing for, and that's really getting people to go beyond their fence. We teach people about the awareness on so many levels, and I really just speak what's in my heart. When I hear the song, which you've been around me, G Will's been around me, but if I hear the music inspires the words, and sometimes the words just come out of me, but I don't have a track to go to it yet, and it all just kind of aligns. But this EP was really, for me, something that I've been able to identify with over a year, really with the teaching that you give us as artists. You're always throwing some type of awareness into us about what's going on in the world and, what goes on in the communities, what goes on with our culture. And I just wanted to identify with that in the way that I knew, which is music. And so henceforth, we have the EP coming out.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Yes. And what an awesome EP it is. Well, it's about that time. And we got 2 awesome songs for you guys. One of them is Brand New that you have heard if you've been listening and tuning in right here on Beyond the Radio. You have heard the song Brand New by G. Will featuring Leafy, his wonderful, awesome daughter. Such a beautiful voice, beautiful person. all the way around the board. And we have a new song. That song coming out this week. It should be Tuesday. It's called Lord I by G Will. Hey, it's going down. So with that being said, where the music at? Where the music at? Where the music at? Where the music at? Where the music at?
Gotta say a prayer for my friend. Called me up the other morning 4 a.m. Said he's going through some things in his life, having it hard and hadn't slept in several nights. I could barely hold my eyes. Then my boss, he called me in the office by surprise. To myself, oh Lord, I put this in your hands. And with fear, I went to him, said, here I am. He said, close the door, I know that you're a praying man. My heart is heavy and I'm in need of counseling. I think I'm about to lose the love of my life. The doctor says she's ill, but I can't lose my wife. Ooh, yeah. Bring the favor down and bring peace with. So I place my trust in you. So pour your blessings down. Pour your blessings down. Lord, I raise this up to you and only you can. Bring the favor down and bring peace with. So I place my trust in you. So pour your blessings down. Pour your blessings down, Lord, yeah. Riding in my car, don't want my wife to see me cry. So many tears feel like they doing a drive-by. But I got so much of a burden on my soul. Trying to be a light even when these folks will treat me cold. My mind is troubled and I feel I'm getting weak. Now that I'm down, I need someone to pray for me. Lord, I'm calling, there's no water, put my bag again. I need the strength so I can rise and take a stand again. Bring the favor down and bring peace with me. So I place my trust in you. So pour your blessings down. Pour your blessings down. Lord, I raise this up to you and only you can. Bring the favor down and bring peace with me. So I place my trust in you. So pour your blessings down. Pour your blessings down. Lord, Lord, you're always there for me. Fighting for my family. Fighting for my family. Lord, you're always in my head. Lord, you're always in my head. When I couldn't help myself. When I couldn't help myself. Bring this up to you and only you can. Bring the favor down. Yeah. So I place my trust in you. So pour your blessings down. Pour your blessings down. Lord, I raise this up to you and only you can. Bring the favor down and bring peace with. So I place my trust in you. So pour your blessings down. Pour your blessings down, Lord, yeah.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to Beyond the Radio.
Welcome to Beyond the Radio, and you better be smiling.
Beyond the fences in the
building. Yeah. Welcome back to the Beyond the Radio with your host, your main man, David Benton, and your co-host, Shay Samuels. The two songs that you just heard, of course, it was none other than G. Will, BDF artist. The first song is Brand New, the first single on the Beyond the Fence label, and the soon-to-come song, Lord, I. You'll be able to get that on all digital outlets this coming Tuesday, so y'all better go cop it. Let's go ahead and get into our sponsors.
Amen.
Our first sponsor, Paula G. Voice Lady Wisdom After Midnight. Go ahead, Paula G. Voice Lady Wisdom After Midnight. If you heard that commercial at the start, you know that was Paula G. Lady Wisdom After Midnight. If you're looking for a voiceover, listen, David and G. Will, y'all around a bunch of DJs. Do they need voiceovers? Lady Wisdom is the place to go. Make sure y'all reach into her at www.paulagvoice.com or paula@paulagvoice.com. The next sponsor is Palmer House right here in Atlanta, Georgia. If you are looking for real estate, maybe you're coming from out of town and you're looking for real estate and you need somebody to help you, Kiki Pittman of Palmer House is an amazing real estate agent and notary and a proud sponsor of Beyond the Radio. Last but not least, David, can I get a drum roll? I love it. Let's Talk Business Consultant Strategy and Coaching Group. That is the Beyond the Fence expansion company. And like David said, we are 100% guaranteed to get you what you need as far as strategizing with your business. I'm excited to say that we have a 100% success rate, like David says, and we definitely want to help you build your business. What do? Turn your passion into profit. So listen, if you want to do more with your business, you want to learn some new ideas, let's talk business at aboutbuildingleaders@gmail.com. Make sure you reach into us. So we're going to go ahead and get right into the show. G. Will, I do want everyone to know where they can find you. I can give the information, but I'd like for you to give everyone that information. Where can they connect with you?
Well, right now, you can connect with me at William G. Will Faulkner at Facebook. You can reach me at Beyond the Fence Enterprise, as well as Beyond the Radio.
Bling, bling, bling.
Bling bling, www.beyondthefence.org. That's BEYONDAFENCE.org. And on Facebook at William G. Will Faulkner. Make sure you guys connect with him. The music is amazing, and we don't want y'all to miss out. And there's so much more to come. So, David, do we want to go ahead and get into this topic?
We can get into the topic because it really coincides with how our day have went today, Shay.
Mm-hmm.
So we definitely get into the topic, and the topic tonight is, we have discussed this before, but now we have a broader perspective of it, of the faith without works is dead, along with the importance of family.
Yeah.
So the reason why we brought these two subjects together is because the faith without works is dead. Like I said before, I am from Knoxville, Tennessee. All three of us guys are from Knoxville, Tennessee, and we drove out here to Memphis, Tennessee, to connect and put in the work. And it was a 5-hour drive, and we went from, and that's going to another time zone. Knoxville, East Tennessee is Eastern time. In West Tennessee is Central Time. So, daylight saving time, we went up an hour and then got the hour back coming. And then when we go back home, we're going to lose that hour again. So that's a 10-hour drive that we're making today. And we all was wore out. Some of the people that were supposed to come did not come. They was tired. They was weary. They was wore out. So it's one of those things with us. We just had to step out on faith, even though it was a one-day journey, where we feel it's so worth it. Like, we're just now passing, it says 56 more miles to Nashville. So Knoxville is still 2.5 to 3 hours from Knoxville. Nashville and Knoxville, 2.5, 3 hour difference. And we still have 56 more miles before we even get to Nashville. Traffic has been crazy. We were stuck in traffic for an hour. But you know what? I realized it's so about family. I didn't, to be honest, I didn't even know I was going to do anything today. I was just so happy to see my brother, G. Will, out doing his thing. I was really coming to support. But, that's the beauty of a person's heart. I didn't come to, but I was prepared to. They said it was a possibility, but it didn't seem like a possibility once I got there. So I was just humble and thankful to be here. But it was based on family. I was excited about my family doing what he got to do. So once he got there, he performed, he did his thing, touched hearts, changed the energy in the whole place, changed the whole dynamic of the shows, to be honest. And it took faith just to get here, drive 5 hours, and still perform. It definitely took strength. And some people be like, it's not worth it. And I'm not going that far to do 2 songs. Well, he did 2 songs, and they asked him to come back and do them same 2 songs. That's how much of an impact he made. So he did 2 songs twice with his 4 songs. He just did the same 2 songs. G. Will, when it comes to that part of because you not only are you in have a Beyond the Fence Enterprise family, you have a Fleet family, the Fleet DJ family, and bringing those two families together. We all came together in honor of you. So when it comes to the family part of it, because you are a family man, bro, from your own perspective, like. How do you handle that, knowing that you with Fleet DJs, but you with Beyond the Fence Enterprise as well? How do you balance out the family? Because, with some people, they have a tug of war, and it's a blessing to see this. There's not a tug of war. We just everybody loving on each other. So how do you balance it out?
And really, with me, it's to try to balance out the Fleet, Beyond the Fence, family. It's like, of course, you're gonna put your family first, which is everyone's family, but my main family. And it's like, we want to try to spread it out equally to be able to just to be able to bless everyone. It's hard work, but you don't want to spread yourself too thin. So it's like, with you coming down with me and DJ Real Deal to Memphis, we're all family. So when we go down there to meet other family members that we hadn't met in person, man, that right there is a blessing in itself, because it's just like when you run into that cousin, it's like, hey, what up, cousin? And it's just like you don't even know this cat. But when y'all get together, it's just like man, y'all been each other for a long time. So just the love that we received in Memphis, man, from the Fleet DJs there, it was just, man, love, beautiful.
Yeah, man, well said, because I really felt that same vibe. And Faith Without Works is dead. The thing is, to even get on that stage and do gospel versus what everybody else is doing, that took faith. That took heavy faith. That took strength. And you got to have some endurance along with your work of faith. So, Shay, you want to coincide with all that, because you definitely have strong faith. And you definitely put in the work. And you're so family-oriented. Talk to us, Shay.
Yeah, I got a chance to watch you guys today, and I was like a proud, I'm going to use the word mama, although y'all are older, and I think I put it on one of the lives where I was just so proud to see the unity, right? So what we've been known for with Beyond the Fence is really, like I said, going beyond our fences. And so the fact that we can commingle with other people around the world, I don't care where you are. I was telling you earlier today how at the Cynical there was a group of people inside of their VIP area. And normally, people just enjoy the music, right? And these people, they were kind of like, they sent one of the workers over and they said, can she turn her bass down? They were like, can she turn the bass down, right? So it's like it's bass. It's like you're in an enclosed environment, but it was, can you turn the bass down? And so I immediately thought about the group of people, and I realized that that's exactly what happens. When you come into an environment already family-oriented, every person that you touch, when you think about it, there's a certain level of grace that you have with one another, right? And so regardless of if you know the people, I heard you will say there are people that they know of, but they didn't meet until today. But just the excitement that I saw with you guys coming together. David, you did some of your testimony on the platform, and guess what? People identify with it. They didn't have to be believers to identify with it. They identified with your story. They identified with what you went through. That gave them the reason to identify with the music. G. Will, when you got up on the platform, regardless of if it was a quote-unquote gospel song, music is music, and music is going to touch the heart of people who are tied to your experience, right? And so regardless of how hard we work to get the music out, what we all did today was show that outside of all of that, one, we're human beings Two, we understand the value of the work that we put in. That's why we're putting it in. That's why we do it. It's not just about, okay, well, I have a song and I just want to push it. We know a lot of people like that, right, David and G. Will? A lot of people, they just have music and they want people to just listen to their music. But what people understand and identify with first, they always say this: how are they with their family? That's the very first thing they're going to ask. I don't care how hard you work. I don't care how talented you are. They are always going to look what's tied behind them. David, you went to Memphis, and on top of that, you ended up bringing people along. People on Facebook that live in Memphis were like, where are you? I don't want to be tied to somebody like that. You came from Knoxville, and all you said was, I'm in Memphis. And you had people saying, bro, hit me up. So the reality of the way that we work we don't just work towards the talents. And that's the point that I'm making. I don't just work towards the talents. I work first for people to identify with who I am personally. I make sure that people identify with my purpose first and foremost, and then having the family backing, it adds an addition to who I am as a whole. So having that, people know they can't mess with me because what? I have the men of BDF right behind me. they know it.
And we will put these paws on you.
I think it's in one of David's songs. He said we protect our family by any means. And so it really becomes a staple of who we are, and that's what Beyond the Fence is, a family. The enterprise is about. David, if I can say one more thing, I remember when we were looking at changing the name for Beyond the Fence.
Take your time. You know we on the road, Shay.
I remember when we first started looking at the name, I remember when you started kind of tweaking a little bit, you were saying, I'm just not feeling the entertainment anymore. Beyond the Fence Entertainment, we're so much more than that. And I feel like it puts a staple on, it keeps us stagnant, Beyond the Fence Entertainment. And I remember for a year, you just kept saying it like, I really want to look at a name. And as we grew in our business, it went from Beyond the Fence Entertainment to the BDF family. And so, you guys, if you hashtag BDF family tonight, or when you hashtag or search the hashtag, you'll see all things BDF family. BDF family. So David kept saying BDF family, and we ended up going with the enterprise because now we have added, in addition, other businesses under the umbrella. But it takes a village to even raise that. So when we start looking and we start, people come after us and say, well, what do we do? What can we do to be a part of Beyond the Fence? Because they're automatically thinking, oh, this is so good. Because as I'm talking, I just thought about it. The people who lasted are the family-oriented people. The people who stuck like Velcro are family-oriented people. And so because we say that behind the scenes and we make that a mission, there are many interviews where people will ask me, they'll say, so what must it to get on Beyond the Fence? And the first thing we always say is, we got to first check your character and then your family. So the people who actually stuck like Velcro are the ones who are tied and tight-knit with family. Y'all saw the light bulb go off, like right there.
Yeah.
the light bulb just went off because that's what we are. That's who we are, and that's what we emphasize. But we also understand that a family like David, myself, G. Will, Chris is in the car, so even with him, there's extensions to families too. Okay, so there's extensions to family. The cousin who has the cousin who has the cousin, or the aunt who's really not the aunt, it's always been the best friend of the family, but you call her aunt, or the uncles who play baseball with the other uncles, but they're not your real uncles. You just know they've been around, so you just call them Uncle Billy, right? But there's an extension. Uncle Billy got a family, and so Uncle Billy's family becomes your family. And then they say, well, how are y'all related? Oh, that's, but regardless of it, the extension is what happens. So when you have good character like G. Will does, when you have great character, listen, they're not afraid to bring, this is faith without works. they're not afraid to allow you to bring who you need to because they trust your character. David, when we go somewhere and we're saying, you know what, we need an extra ticket because we have this person, they're not questioning who we're bringing because they understand who we are. And then those people become an extension of everything else that's working underneath us. And so I love that part where now we continue to have an extension of family. So no matter where we go, I promise you, can you imagine, you know, always saying, yo, you know what, we got to go up here. Now, I got a boy that live up there. We go places. We never have to worry about where we're going to stay.
True. That's true.
We never have to worry about how we're going to eat. Right, G. Will. We never have to worry about it. You sit down and somebody say, okay, now that's a $400 bill. Oh, I got that. Don't worry about it. It's all because of the work you put in. It's all because of the work you put in. And so when somebody sees that you're willing to work for yourself and they see that you're willing to invest and they see that how hard you're putting in who you are, they're not going to worry about putting into you because they know that they're going to get it back 100-fold.
Facts. Will, you want to come behind that? I know I don't.
Oh, nah, that was you know, fed us. Just trying to take a nap now.
But you know, the good thing about what happened today is this. The good thing that happened today was we had a partnership with another entity, and I will leave the name. I will leave the restaurant nameless. But we had an opportunity to do the same thing that we're doing at Cynical. It blesses me because this is what protection will do, right? Like, we're not going to be put in a position where, you know, the Bible says don't cast your pearls amongst swine. I'm not saying that every person that we touch that's rejected is a swine. I'm not saying that. It's swine. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that your work that you put in has to tie in with who you're putting it into. Right?
Yeah.
So you're not going to go somewhere and work hard and then tie yourself to people that's going to drain you or places that's going to drain you. It just won't happen.
Sure.
And so just like anything else, when you eat food that doesn't agree with your body, what do? You throw it up. And so we had an opportunity to connect. Same environment. I mean, when I say same environment, we do the same thing we've been doing. People just shows up at Cynical. People just show up at Cynical. And I said to David the other day, I said, no matter how great this building looks, we don't know what goes on behind the scenes. What's the family like? Because what we're doing is we're bringing our family into that. So how did it happen that we ended up, partnering with the same type of environment, doing the same type of songs, but it just works? And not only that, but because of the work we put into it, you get paid in abundance, even making it happen.
Yeah.
And then they say, without meeting you guys, they say, when's the family coming down? We want to meet the rest of them.
It's funny how time flies when you are having fun. Look,
I didn't even realize that it was 2:59. Yes.
Yes.
Can we need 5 minutes?
No, you went over.
Well, look, guys, I actually took up the time, 10:59, but they're on the road, so I'm going to say this. Faith without work is dead. You guys have to understand that there is a family tied to you. And if you ain't right with your family, get it right. That's all I'm going to say. Get it right. And know that we're more than music, but it's more than what you guys are putting out there. Invest your time properly into the people. Kim said take your time, but I'm just going to go ahead and close out. Galatians family, we love y'all. Beyond the Radio listeners, we love y'all. Make sure that you tie to us. Become family by tuning in every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go ahead and link up to the Facebook page at Beyond the Radio. You're going to see all the footage of today's events between Atlanta, Georgia, and Memphis. Shout out to the Fleet family. Shout out to G. Will for his new EP, or new song coming out, EP soon to come. And David Benton for all of the support that you give us as artists and just pushing us beyond our own fence. Look, that's our time. We love you guys. So I'm just going to go ahead and close it out and say,
Beyond the fence. Beyond the fence. Beyond the fence. Beyond the fence. DB Juniors. Yes, sir. I got you. True, too. You know I got you. The Jewel. Broski, you know I had to fly in on this one. G. Will. You know what it is. You see it coming like this, didn't you? The bigger they are, the harder they fall. My problems, God slaughtered them all, the harder I ball. Fighting like a scared cat, with her back against the wall. Slip, but I didn't fall. I adapted to the fall. Ignorance, I've been through it. That's why I don't want you to do it. I want to influence, it's already proven. You can be feeling what you is. Come at the end of the ruin. Who are we fooling? What are we proving? What are we doing? What are we building? What are we giving us some of our children? Built a team, not just the industry thing. We do more than this rapper scene. Beyond the fence, the family tree with the queen. We choose to worship with the king. And we protect the women by any means. And our children on everything.
Coming through the years, I want my own fight, no lie. Thinking everything is alright. Turn around and see my father in the light. Back in 03, that changed my whole life. Deceiving, one father, one mother believing. Don't follow the life I'm weeping. Say things happen for a reason. I'm believing, we're fleeing. Still opportunity life I'm bleeding. I'm in the probation thinking. Choices in my life do need it. Same friends up and down, can't see it. In the back to the past, I leave it. I'm a dance of mind and please. First, the procrastinate meeting. A bird almost out and I heat it. Said I'm a loser, I said that I'm in it. I'm in the pen, I'm left with a team. That friend of mine was loyal. Was needed for Colorado on skills. Receive but never stops. And I know I keep preaching once I never I'll be this smooth the floor. I won't be defeated.
Swag so magnificent due to the omnipotent. Yes, you know it's heaven sent. Call me George Jefferson. I'm walking in your glory if I keep my eyes focusing. Never turn away from the one who first loved me, man. I go by G. Will. I'm in the building, man. Good looking on the hand off the game, just advance. My focus so clearly beyond 2020. Thanks to BDF, there's a new addition to the family.
What I got in my music, principle, purpose, so much that they use it. Bruising the proving, no way that I'm losing. Something my dudes exposed to delusion. The BDF revolution. Wake up, ain't no more illusion. Concert to the union, we appreciate your contribution. Awaken us, sneak the time, define our bad it hurts. Conduct with metal, touch it, fire, bring it together for the betterment. Bring it together, be better men. All of the people in Chile, graduate old school veterans. Take over the nation, Taliban. Hold up the world with one hand. Shoot through the vision, it's intense. Looking at what beyond the fence.
We are beyond the fence. We are beyond the fence.
Look with this one and I seen I've been drafted. Armor's been fitted and heavily crafted. Run to the battle through fire, I blast. I do this for real, pretenders a strategy. Do this a classic. Read the back of the book, there's a test and I easily pass it. All the sacrifice of training, the blood and the tears while I laugh it. Yeah, I'm a cast. I wanna speed it up. The label say slow it down. I skip my medication, tripolars traveling the speed of sound. I'm lost and now I'm found. Love you on the way up and they hate you on the way down. And it's never about the setting, it's the jewels that's in your crown. Touch.
We are beyond.